Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
You can't block me.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 24, check 24.
He's coming. We got something. Leo. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
45.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hurry. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, a run with Lindsay. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
You better be afraid of me. Get it.
On third and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Set. 19. Man,
That's trash.
9, let's go. 9.
Watson off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the safety creep. Go.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Right here, so we got to step it up.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 45 to Mike. Danny.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Lindsey. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 20.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant, and just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Under 10, 10. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Grant, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Corey Grant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 25 yards that time.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because it's...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
This is Grant. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah, here we go again.
Block working out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here comes Grant on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's his 19!
Number 53! Mike 53!
Don't get nervous. 9.
Throwing again is Watson. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, But you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
30 base. Watch the pass.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Get it.
Clock now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, Locke. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Go.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. The left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke will try again on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run by Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes us to the Falcons' 38-yard line. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tack McKinley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Another try after the first down sack. Lock, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 3rd down, Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
Lock going to go on 4th down. It's caught. Nelson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Set. 10 logo.
Cut. Watch tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
218, chopper.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And some room to work. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go! 60 or.
Crunch time, defense.
Deep grip, deep grip.
They'll run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw quarters.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Undercrunch.
Hard. Giant.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Corey Grant with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watson now to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, frankly. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing now is Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Watson. Caught by Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, here's Locke. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Locke going to throw. And able to find Dorsett. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Locke again here on second and 10. He completes it to Nelson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.